I'm here with head coach of the Rebels, Tom Potter. He's in his 6th year, and one of the things, Coach Potter, you put on the schedule when you became head coach was Duluth East. And to be honest, you 4 times up, and you beat them 3 out of 4 times. The only time that you didn't get a play was the COVID year. What is the success and the secret to that? It's great to have such a tough team, a traditionally tough team on the schedule. Thought process on how they play and how you play, how do you match up with them?
I mean, very fast, physical team, right? And with us, we're kind of tenacious, kind of pesky team. So, when we were able to put them on the schedule, we thought it was a good opportunity for us, putting one of the better programs in the state, year after year on our schedule to help make our program better in that aspect. We feel like if we're playing the best, we can, hopefully become the best someday. And so that's kind of the whole thought process behind it. But we know every night they're going to be a physical, fast team, and they're going to bring it. We just got to make sure we try to keep them on their heels and attack them all night, and hopefully, hope for a good game.
Right, you've got the stretch run coming up for the final regular season games. You've got 5 of them left, and Section 5 is a meat grinder. The Northwest Suburban Conference is a meat grinder. What's some of the what's some of the things that you're talking about your team about getting them ready for sections?
Well, just having that competitive edge, right? I mean, it's night in, night out, staying consistent with a good effort, good energy. Good physicality. When we do that, we play pretty good hockey. We've had some games lately where we haven't done that, and it showed, and we haven't had the outcome that we've hoped for. And but when we play in that section, we know it's going to be a battle every night. And if you don't bring your game, you're gonna go home with your tail between your legs, right? So, it can be anybody's section. We all have battled it out throughout the year so far this year, and really looking forward to getting into the playoffs and just kind of going back to battle of those teams because they're always good hockey games, and it always makes for a fun atmosphere.
Good. Hey, your top line is really carried the offense, and you've said before they're workhorses. They lead by example. This late in the year, you've got to make sure that they're out there, especially with some of the injuries you had on defense. How do you keep them in top shape, and how do you manage their minutes?
You kind of just feel it all throughout the game, right? I mean, it's they're obviously a line that we rely on a lot and have all year long, and those 3 guys have been really playing well together. We've managed their minutes in certain ways. Maybe it's penalty kill, giving a guy a rest here or there, or trying to keep especially when we have a home game matchups under control, and maybe not having them out there as much as if we need. But at the end of the day, we're going to rely on them, like you said, and then they've been putting the puck in the net and carrying us all year long. So we're just going to kind of try to keep feeding them, and hopefully they can keep doing their job. It's 3 great kids that just want to work their tails off and win for Champlin Park hockey, right? And that's what we always look for here at Champlin Park. So it's always fun to have those guys, and whenever they're on the ice, you never know what could happen. So it's always a good time.
Well, good. Coach, best of luck tonight. Best of luck the rest of the season and into sectionals. Coming up next, Joe Rulin's on the call here on QCTV. Duluth East versus the Champlin Park Rebels.
To the fence, and that's gone.
There it is. Ace to win the set. It's caught. 20-10 touchdown.
This is going to be in the gap.
Score! Yes! Score! Go to the deflection. The Ann Arbor Huskies win their first state championship.
Tonight, Duluth East visiting Champlin Park Rebels. Boys high school hockey here on QCTV. Joe Rulin along with Jim Giles, and I'll tell you, if tonight's matchup is anything close to what last year's matchup was, we get ourselves a thriller.
Yeah, it is. Last year's 6-5 overtime win up in Duluth East, in Duluth. This year, coming back down, both teams around 500, kind of positioning themselves for the postseason, and both top lines are very, very good, Joe.
Duluth East last year, of course, in the section final, lost to Andover. A chance to advance back to the state. Meanwhile, Champlin Park, a very competitive season last year. This year, again, 2 teams, very competitive, trying to refine their paths.
Yes, and Coach Tom Potter talked about the fact that they're a hard-working, gritty team as Champlin Park Rebels, and they're going against a hard-working, gritty team, too, in Duluth East.
Just moments away, it's Champlin Park taking on Duluth East on QCTV. Here comes the puck drop. All right. Welcome to the forum here at Champlin Park. Joe Rulin along with Jim Giles. And you can feel the juice in the air between these 2 teams. Duluth East last season 27-1. Meanwhile, Champlin Park really a good season last year. This year trying to get things right. And get a look here first at head coach Tom Potter. Quick look at the starting lineups. Left wing is Trevor Aberald along with center Will Bernovic, followed by Brent Solomon. And meanwhile, left seat is Matt Lang, followed by Jack Horn. And in goal will be the senior Evan Whipple for the Rebels.
For Duluth East, this top line, it's a good top line. Thomas Gutterson will be centering Wyatt Peterson and Noah Tang. And on defense will be Luke Anderson, Brody Olson. In the nets will be Drew Rocker, and he's ready to rock here at the ice form as we get ready for the puck drop.
Rocker comes in between the pipes, 5'9", 159 with Duluth East. And he has a goals against this year of 2.26, a record of 5-1-0. Meanwhile, for Whipple, he comes in with a mark of 9-8-1 and a goals against of 3.22. In the white, in the blue trim, moving right to left, it will be the Rebels. Meanwhile, the left to high flying Duluth East Greyhounds. They drop the puck, controlled by the red, and they'll try to get the flow of this game up and underway and moving north and south. A team that was very explosive a year ago, as they had a couple of their top scorers. The Duluth East graduated. Quick look here, but skating right in on a backhand. It's the side of the net, but that's what this line will do, and that's Bernovic with that first look. Some good passing, as this first line can put the puck in the net quickly. Reciprocating now back the other way. Noah Tang, he's moved off the puck. Very physical play by the Rebels in the corner, and they'll come back again. Bernovic drops it to Solomon. Solomon back to Bernovic. A great look, a great shot, and a tremendous save in the blue. Connected there by Rocker.
What a great pass by Solomon, right onto the tape of Bernovic.
And Solomon had a couple of good setups. He's ends up right now with 10 assists on this season, but almost had his 11th on the far board. Trying to work it free and holding the pressure. Sustaining here is the Rebels, but it rolls off the stick on that far side of Carlson. Continuing to fight for the puck now to the corner. Drops off, that is Moss. Back to the corner, regains possession, looks to pass, and Moss was waiting for that shot. Now, just inside the blue line, a wrister. That makes it all the way, and a glove save made by Whipple. Underway with 15:36 to go. Jim, we haven't been disappointed.
No, not yet. And one of the key matchups tonight is how the Champlin Park defense will be able to handle this high-flying Greyhound offense. They've got 4 defensemen out that started the season on their top 4 are gone, and so there are some subs out there.
They'll test that depth, holding at that far point. Duluth East, they bring it right back right behind the goal. Champlin Park, great outlet pass, but then it rolls off the stick that time. Running it, picking it back up now, trying to create an opportunity right on the doorstep to the side of the goal. Now moves it to the corner. That's Carlson. Carlson back to Sandell. A wrister from that far face-off circle. A pad save forced to be made. Kicks to the corner. Now holding the zone. Circling back up top. Getting a look here. Defender that time stepped in front. Feeds to that far corner. There's Nick Carlson. Nick Carlson, 3 power play goals. Interesting. I always find it interesting with his numbers with Nick Carlson. 8 goals this season, but 3 of them are game-winning goals and 3 are power play goals. So he's made it happen.
Yeah, he's made effective, timely goals. And right now, the loose pucks are getting won by the Champlin Park Rebels. They are all over it right now. Good energy coming right out of the bench.
Come out with some great feistiness as well. Rebels to win the faceoff. Just trying to deflect that pass back at the blue line was Lang. Good job there. He also sent it deep. Peterson kicks it back around, or rather Anderson. Swooping back behind Duluth East, tries to come out clean. They cannot disrupt it. McGee collides there with a teammate. Lang was waiting at the near point, and now it trickles back to the corner to Wexeth. Wexeth loses it to the defense of the Greyhounds. A couple of quick passes, tape to tape, off the board. They'll give chase and try to do some puck hunting. Peterson is one of those doing that. Far point controlled there by Hauser. Hauser rings it back behind the net and to the corner. Just under 14 to play. Fast pace first period. Cross ice, right to the stick. Good hands by McGee. Gathers it in. Shot top of the face-off circle. And from that face-off circle, a wrister easily gloved. That time by Rocker.
Yeah, great stretch pass there from Long. Hit right onto the tape of McGee again. Like you mentioned, good hands by these Champlin Park Rebels as he puts it on and creates a face-off in the offensive zone.
Champlin Park coming off a nice 2-1 win over Tito Grace. Meanwhile, for Duluth East, they had a 6-3 loss to Centennial, but before that, a 4-game win streak. Both these teams edging up and positioning for that section play here with about a handful of games left for both squads combined. Here we go. Fanned up. No, we got the delayed whistle here, and the face-off will come just to the right of Rocker.
I think it was a hand pass that was called.
Drew Rocker also played quite a bit last year for Duluth East. He and Cronstead, Cole Cronstead, switched off, and Cole Cronstead having a tough year this year, 3-11-1. Off the face-off again. I'm seeing a lot of the Rebels winning those draws, Jim.
Yes, and you know, you got it right over to Brent Solomon. Solomon's the sniper. He's the scorer. He knows how to put that puck in the back of the net. Not afraid to shoot the puck.
Behind the they go at it. Full throttle here. Off the wall. Brnovic tries to go, scores! Oh, the Rebels are up top early here with 13:23 to go. It is Solomon who lights the lamp and gives Champlin Park their first lead.
I tell you what a great job by Solomon. He turns around, spins, and puts it right past Rocker. Champlin Park, you just watch, not much movement from Duluth East on defense, and you can't leave Rocker that close unattended.
Well, they're getting some real quality looks just inside the dot at the face-off circle, and that's exactly where Solomon was, and he capitalizes his 22nd goal of the season. 1-0. Rebels 13-13 now as they drop the puck and begin play on another rush coming for Brnovic. He'll backhand it in, put it right on, covering and making that save is Rocker for Duluth East. And the face-off again will come in the Duluth East end of the ice, and the key on all of this has been winning those face-offs and pass a good quick pass on those quick breakouts after the face-off win.
Yeah, absolutely. So Brnovic and Alberwall also get the assist. This top line, that's her 53rd goal so far this season.
Back out near center ice. Duluth has it deflected back in, and now getting after it is Perkins. Perkins a no-look backhand into the high slot, and now it's redirected back out. George over skates, and stick goes over the top, and we've got our first penalty of the game, and that's going to go against the Rebels.
Yeah. So Reese George will go to the box for a trip.
And sometimes it's amazing, Jim, just how that mind works. The penalty, you trip, you quick try to correct it.
Yeah.
Your behavior is like, hey, I want to do best, and you overdo it, and that drew the penalty. First power play of the night for either team, Jim.
Yeah, and penalty kill really is not one of the fortes of special teams for Champlin Park. They're running at a 68%, so basically 1 out of every 3 are scoring.
A look here and see what can get going here for Duluth East if they can tie it. They're at 24% proficiency on the power play this season. Working it up high. Rister hits a nice job of blocking that on the specialty unit by Wexeth. Back behind, trying to work it back up near side. Now circling it and taking it back near point towards the middle. Sends a Rister on the doorstep. There was some traffic in Caden Cole. Caden Cole, a big body, Jim, to put in front of that net. 6'1", 205. He has 7 goals, 12 assists. A year ago, he had 14 goals as Duluth forced back to their own end, and now they'll engineer it up ice. Good job of disrupting on the penalty kill. Just taking some valuable time off the clock. Aberwall. Duluth now sets up. The Greyhounds send it to the corner. 50 seconds left on the power play for Duluth East. Alone, one-timer, goal! Oh, what a beautiful setup. Tape to tape, and the one-timer. Back of the net. Tang connects.
Yeah, Noah Tang I mean, he was all alone on the backside, and one of the issues is when you have inexperienced defenses, defensemen, they haven't played a lot on power plays, and when you're out there without the inexperience, you leave somebody on the back door wide open, and great shot by Tang.
Great separation, great spacing by Duluth East. And the one thing you got to like, each time you see a Duluth East team, their passing is crisp, tape to tape. And they optimize that opportunity, the extra ice and the extra man for that power play goal for Tang. And Tang collects with that goal his 12th of the season. 1-1 tie here, 11:10 to go, first period. Let's see how the Rebels respond. And Jim, you had called it. You said one of the areas that they need, and they direct, is that penalty kill. And Duluth East took advantage of that. Hustling back behind underneath now is Anderson. To the far point, a wrister here, goes high off the stick, bounces, and coming in to try to hold his own with Lang, and we got a penalty now coming up on an interference call. That will as well.
Well, that's
we rolled here.
Yeah, interference. So yeah, tick for tat right now, and good opportunity now on the power play. That's 29% for 18 for 62 for Champlin Park, and that top line out there again.
There you get a look at that call off the face-off control. That's another face-off win for the Rebels. Long sends it near side over to the far point. Navigated back in the umbrella formation here, kicking it back. One-timer, glove scooped up and making the save with Rocker. Here with 10:32 to go and 1:46 in the man advantage. Welcome tonight to this QCTV sports presentation. Joe Rulin along with the Jim Childs.
What a great, good fans here tonight. A lot of fans. The band rocking it out. It's got a great atmosphere here at the ice form.
Again, another face-off win for the Rebels. The skate in now down low. They have the man advantage. Kicks it up. One-timer hits traffic. That's kicked away on the power play this season. 28% success for the Rebels. Taking some time off the penalty. Now on the stick of Sullivan. He's dangerous as soon as he walks into the building, and that pass is deflected back. Whipple was coming out initially as we're south of 10 to play in this first period. Both teams have exchanged a goal. We have 1:05 on the man advantage here for the Rebels. They skate in. Averall works it, rolls off his stick. Bree Cummings and finds a puck in that corner, tries to put one through the blue and off the pads, deflected back, holding the zone. Solomon comes in under wrister, hits traffic. Gets his own rebound on the deflected shot. Drop back again. Carlson, this one the wrister, that rolls over the top into the netting, and we're, I believe, going to get a face-off outside the zone here with that shot going into the netting.
That was a bad ricochet off to go into the netting, but they're gonna have the face-off in the circle. Solomon, you can see he wants that puck, and he has no problem letting that loose.
Switch out penalty units here. Matt Lang takes that face-off. Race to the far side. George will get there first, trying to seal off the defender, or rather Carlson. Up ahead, I was right the first time. George back behind. Duluth East gets it, finds a seam right up the middle. He took a quick glance. A good clear there via the Greyhounds. That'll leave 15 seconds left on the man advantage for the Rebels. They'll bring it near side. Lang to McGee. McGee back in. Quick touch. I like the give and go back and deflection. Smothered and deflected back behind the net by Rocker. At the far point here. One-time shot and a look here. George just couldn't connect. Chance on numbers here. 2-on-1 opportunity now. Trying to drop it back. Beautifully played defensively that time by Warren. Jax Warren to take a knee and block it. Reciprocating the rush. George comes back. McGee gets a wrister off the waffle pad save that time of Rocker. Kicking back up. Lost it up. Trying to find a seam through the defense there. The Rebels after the deflection. Now it's carried in by Duluth East. Deflected to the corner after that wrister by Cochran. About 8 to play. And just taking it back out beyond the blue is Hauser. He'll reset. Near side. Little give and go back. Trying to connect with the big fella, Caden Cole. Cole cannot get a shot on, and now some pressure coming back here. Arrester tries to go near side, a snipe that time, getting low, trying to unleash that. What are the Rebels? Near side here, the shot last time taken by Perkins. To the corner again, Carlson. Over the long. Good puck movement right now for these Rebels. Sandell kicks it back down below the half board, and they'll set up. Both teams are at full strength, but the one-timer, good look, and that's near the dot at the face-off circle again. Perkins had that look, but that crisp passing is really creating some great movement and motion on the offense here for the Rebels. They have sustained the pressure here for almost a minute at even strength. Back to the corner now. It's counted up by Wexeth. Wexeth comes over, and now Duluth will pick it up. They got to be shot with those legs after working so hard, Jim, defensively. They were chasing.
They actually had numbers coming out of the zone, but decided that they needed to get some fresh warriors out there.
Disrupting the outward pass. The Rebels, they scramble for it. Job of holding the zone. They truly respect the fact when they have the puck in their zone and attacking. They just do not want to let that thing out.
Well, that's a symptom and a product of Coach Tom Potter. He just is so relentless and wants his guys just to work hard for 51 minutes.
Kind of a purpose and a pride with each possession. Maybe that's a T-shirt. And we have it knocked down loop, and now Duluth will give chase, and Pierce will get there. Up ahead, deflected, no ice. Coming out is Whipple to stop the puck. Working behind is Lang. Didn't like going to the right, goes to the left, off the glass, deflected. That's going to draw the ice. With 5:57 to go, a swift moving first period here, Jim. It's a 1-1 tie.
Coach Tom Potter in his 6th year, 85, 58, and 3. He's been with the program for a long time. Alumni of Champlin Park. Good baseball player as well.
Let's watch this face-off, see who can control here just to the left of Whipple. Duluth East wins that face-off, sends it to the corner. They'll send some attackers in after it. Try to create some physical forechecking here. Maintain that possession, but they cannot. An outward pass misses to McGee, and they're going to force the defensively Olsen to hustle back. Brody Olsen. High check there after it flew off of his stick. Numbers, if they can get the drop pass, they get the drop pass, but didn't any longer have those numbers. Peterson was coming in on the trail. Lofted high, cross ice, finding open ice on that far side in front of the Rebels bench. Duluth East will deflect it deep. A tip there by McGee. He'll tip, it goes deep. They'll make a change on the fly. A quick stretch pass up ahead. That cuts right there on the stick of Peterson. Peterson reciprocates, sends it back to the corner. He'll make a change on the fly. Duluth East tries to set up camp in the corner with a teammate right on the point. The big body there of Caden Cole. He likes to toss that thing around and create some commotion. But now back comes Perkins again, tries to feed a cutting teammate there in George, unable to connect. Holding that far point, Sandell sends it to the side of the goal. There it's picked up and set up on a chance. As Long stirs it up right near the line there with number 27, Lundell. Carrion getting around, getting a look, centers, no one home, no support. Good effort by Cole as stole the puck, some good stick work and a backhand to a wide open slot. No one able to capitalize there, and we now pick it up with the Rebels. Rebels on a little weave. Fake the pass now, give it back to Sandell after he goes by. It ends up in the corner. Holding up there is Aberwald. Aberwald holding it up to Sandell, who fights feverishly to try to hold the zone, but it's moved outside. Dump right back in by the Rebels, a little too deep behind the red line. That'll draw the face-off for the ice. 3:48 to play, 9-3. Shots on goal in favor of the Rebels.
Yeah, one of the chess matches is how do you line up against, you get your top line out there, and when the Duluth East top line is out there, the Peterson line, they're having their second line out there for the Rebels.
Controlled off the face-off, the Rebels. They've got that sparked line out there again, that first line, doing some puck hunting. Bernovic going to come back to see if he can recircle in his own zone and get some flow going. A deflected pass, puts it there on the stick of Duluth East, faking the pass, and now staying it, taking it deep. Again, trying to walk in just inside the dot. It's moved off the stick of Bernovic. Aberwald also given a run. Lang hustles over to try to button down the hatch, unable to do so. Good disruption by Bernovic. Otherwise, it was a good scoring opportunity on the transition that time by Gunderson. Gunderson is someone we haven't heard a lot from, and he has an ability to score the goal with 15 on the season.
Well, that whole top line is, you know, they got 34 points so far this, or 34 goals so far this season. 35 now with Noah's.
Carlson comes in. Offside is the whistle. We haven't seen a lot of offsides here tonight, as both teams very understanding and aware of where they are on that ice.
Fast-moving first period, as we really haven't had many whistles at all, and back and forth. You know, the one thing about Duluth East is fundamentally sound, is I think how you call them. They just skate so well, and they have. They just are so good with their ability to space.
Perkins tries to carry it in. His stick is knocked back, as is the puck. Rebels step inside the blue line, send it back again in, and then they try to, again, do what they've done well in this first period, is just trying to trap it and forecheck to create more scoring opportunities. Outside the blue line, sent right back in by the Rebels. They set it to the corner. Now a look. Again, they'll circle, weave across. There's Carlson, cross ice to some open ice. Sending it back there to Perkins. Perkins gets a look, tries to slam it and stuff it on the near side. Long has a good look here. Gets it to a far defender in Sandell. Sandell back to Long. Long goes left, shoots right, deflected to the far corner. Duluth East is going to be able to carry out here. 1v1 with a couple of trailer defenders for the Rebels, and picking up the loose change, and now getting a look. Oh, top, a good look and a good idea. It's that time a trail pass and a shot that gets deflected in front from the far point. A score for Duluth East. They take a 2-1 lead, and that's going to be Hauser who picks up the goal.
Is it Hauser or is it Rose? No, you're right. It is or it's Pierce. Landon Pierce gets the goal.
Correct.
Great, good job on the deflection. It was covered up well. And there, as you can see, Landon Pierce with his second goal takes a 2-1 lead.
And for Pierce on the season, yeah, just the second goal of the season. But you get a look, hey, the speed, the change, and Duluth East is very good intuitively at finding those spots. They come back out here with that third line with Peterson to try to see if they can extend the lead. 2-1 lead now for Duluth East. Their first lead. Wexeth takes this shot, gets a generous bounce off the pads, but getting there first, Duluth East to clear to the corner. Just inside center ice, losing an edge, the Rebels, as they were trying to carry in. Moving it there, that was Anderson. Now back again. It is the Greyhounds. Greyhounds look like they're kind of getting into their flow of what they like to do here in their forte of game. Whistling back. And as you mentioned, Jim, they're out a couple of key defensemen, the Greyhounds.
Right now, and you know, they can be lethal. The Greyhounds are just lethal when it comes to offensive sets.
Rebels clear, we'll get the ice. And I'll tell you, just up until that last possession, it appeared sometimes that Champlin Park was controlling the pace of the play. Duluth East, it was kind of like going to Wisconsin. They'd get in, they get out on the attack, and that time they got in and they scored when they were in Wisconsin.
Yeah, well, there hasn't been many second chance shots. They've just been able to find the spot.
Chance to let out, tried the center, but it's on the stick of the Rebels, and Long, he leads it down far side wing, is shot off the pads, bounced to the corner. 10 seconds left in this first period. A backhand to force it right back deep again by the Rebels. Doing some chasing, a chance for Solomon. Oh, he's still dangerous. They tuck it under the sock and stuff it away. 2-2 get the assist. And I believe that is going to be Averwald who gets the goal. No, my correction. That is going to be Bernovic.
Yeah, Bernovic again with the excellent goal. I wonder if we can get a chance to look on the overhead.
0.3 seconds left in this period. They don't stop working. Solomon and the commotion. And there you see Bernovic. It's his 12th goal of the season. Ties it up with 0.3.
Now, what an excellent job by making the most of your opportunities. 0.3 seconds tied up into boy, this is as advertised. A great hockey game.
Both goals for Champlin Park by that top line. And meanwhile, one from the point scored by Duluth East. And again on the power play for the second. We are tied at 2-2 after one complete. We're going to go to intermission, return for an exciting and then even a more thrilling second period on this QCTV sports presentation.
I think most teams start with the same goals, ultimately get down to St. Paul at the end of the season. We have a stacked section, so I mean, I think it's one of the deepest ones in the state. But, you know, ultimately it's just for the girls to come together and be able to say that at the end of the season they had no regrets. They just left everything on the ice and they gave it everything they had.
I think that this season we're going to succeed because we're going to lean off of each other and learn from each other, and we're going to grow from that and have a great team environment. Personality of our team is like honest, a very uplifting environment. It's full of girls who are willing to learn from each other and to help each other to succeed more.
We're all like really good friends and teammates, and we all work very hard together.
It's gonna be a good mix of some senior leadership with some youth, and I think when it all comes together, it's gonna be fun to watch.
Watch us this year, you know, see how far we make it. Let's go CPCR.
The Andover's Fun Fest beer tent, or the typical pancake breakfast. Well, the Andover Lions have something new this winter season. Whether you call it cornhole or bags, the Andover Lions invite you to their first annual Lions Bags fundraiser.
Yeah, Lions Club is known for doing kind of a lot of the same fundraisers. One of the big ones people have probably heard of is the pancake breakfast. And recently we just had our Christmas party, and the governor of the Lions, he actually said, you know, think outside the box and do things that you enjoy. And that's actually how this idea was born, because it's something I have no problem spending my time creating and volunteering, because it's actually something that I really enjoy and think is fun. And I'm hoping that the community will think so too. I know I've played the last couple years, we've been involved in the cornhole tournament at Fun Fest, and that's always been a really popular event. So I'm hoping that a lot of those same teams will come and play and support this one.
With food and beverages available for purchase and fun with friends, you'll stay warm in the courtyards of Andover Banquet Room while giving back to the community. Andover Lions.
We are here at the courtyards of Andover. We want to start playing right at noon, so please come register at 11 a.m., 11 to noon, come register your team. And yeah, we'll have everything set up so we can start throwing bags right away at noon.
To register your team or for more information, email Kathy. You can also look on their Facebook page or email AndoverMNLions@outlook.com.
So I encourage people in the community to come, whether you are on a team or not, just because it can be very entertaining to just even come watch the other teams.
Don't miss out on a chance to have fun and make a positive impact at the same time.
Looking back on 2023, we had an incredible year in the city of Champlin.
It was a really fabulous 2023. A lot of new excitement with Mississippi Crossings finally being open, our first year to do a few of the performances in the outdoor performance area and let the community see what was built for them. It was a wonderful year from just the standpoint of our Parks and Rec department being able to offer the community the same annual events that they've come to expect and love. And now we're into 2024, and we're excited to talk about everything that's ahead and returning, especially some of those annual events that our community loves so much from 2023.
Starting with the announcement that the Trout Ice Fishing Contest will now be known as the Frostbite 500.
So the Trout Ice Fishing Contest is an annual event. This will be the 5th year in a row. We're actually really excited because we're going to rename the event. We're going to actually give it a real name this year. Former Mayor Ryan Karasik has created a new brand that we're going to roll out on the day of the event, but we could give you a little sneak preview. It's going to become the Champlin Frostbite 500. And we're really excited to have a chance to finally give it a name and be able to tell the community that it is here to stay, thanks to our sponsor, former Mayor Ryan Karasik.
From Father Hennepin Festival to the return of the Summer Stage Series at Mississippi Crossings, 2024 is a stacked year in Champlin.
One of the most exciting things that residents can look forward to in 2024 is the expansion of the Father Hennepin Festival. It used to be 3 days, and this year, for the first time ever, it's moving to a 4-day event where it's actually going to start on Thursday, June 6th. So it's really exciting timing because I believe all of the area schools get out of school on that Thursday, and the carnival will be open. So that's very exciting because usually kids have to wait till Friday, Saturday, Sunday to do the rides. But this year, for the first year ever, we're going to kick off the MC Summer Series on that Thursday, June 6th, as part of the 4-day Father Hennepin Festival kickoff. And they'll be able to listen to live music for free on the river. Even if you're on West River Road riding rides, you'll be able to hear. And then probably the most exciting announcement is the singer, the artist for the night performing will be Anderson Daniels, our hometown country music favorite. He'll be returning to the Crossings for the first time since grand opening, and we're really excited to welcome him back to town and have him kick off our hometown festival in his own hometown.
Instead of sending a text or email, maybe try something else, like grabbing a piece of paper and your favorite pen.
Dear Doris and Arnold is a pen pal project for senior citizens and assisted living residents. At this point, it's expanded a little bit, but that's basically the same mission, I would say, the same generation and group that we want to reach. It started during COVID because of a lack of connection, just lack of being able to see people and just communicate. And that was the goal, was to communicate with them.
With a little paper and ink and some help from the Postal Service, friendship can span many miles and many years.
My goal is to keep it going, to keep it continuing, to not forget about it. And I do add some more places from time to time. At this point, it's more adding individuals than places, but same goal, showing them that we care. And again, it's an overwhelming response that they love receiving these cards and letters. So I think that will still be going strong. And I hope the project continues to go strong because there's still a need for it.
One of those facilities that participate is the Homestead in Anoka. That's where I met up with Annie.
It's a wonderful program.
After losing her husband, Annie found herself starting a new chapter at the Homestead of Anoka, experiencing the challenge of living alone for the first time.
So it's an experience to live by yourself. I don't like it. But I get used to it. I keep myself busy.
One way is with the pen pals she has, specifically 2 third-grade boys participating in a pen pal project through their school at Crooked Lake Elementary School in Andover.
I can't wait to hear from the kids, to see what they want to know about you. And seniors are perfect because we have a lot of history and their beginning years. And they want to know a lot. They're very inquisitive at that age.
Through her own experience, Annie has become a passionate supporter of the Pen Pal program, recognizing the valuable connections they create across different groups and ages.
I love it. I wish I would have done this years ago. It's so rewarding to get those letters.
Annie hopes to meet up with those pen pals one day in person.
I would love to meet those boys. Yes. I think we should have a pen pal day or something and just meet the ones that we write to, and it'd be fun.
As they have become her family as well.
Yeah. I've got 2 more boys. I got 2 boys now. I got 5 granddaughters. And I have 2 pen pal boys. So that's great to know. I'd like to have my granddaughters meet them too.
It's a simple yet powerful way to connect offline, reminding people that they aren't alone and making a big difference in someone's life.
Like slow down in life and just take time to enjoy these little things. And if I were to get a letter like this that had that, I mean, I would be so happy. So I think it's a nice touch, but just a letter in general.
Good. It's so wonderful program. How many times have I said that? I love it.
We're doing pretty good as a team. We only have 1 loss as a team, and then our team individually is doing pretty good too.
We've had 5 duels. We wrestled Rogers right away, which that was tough for both of us because it was, we had been with people for a week. So I think if you talk to the Rogers coach, neither of us put on a really great show. We were fortunate enough to win that, and then we wrestled at Blaine. We wrestled Blaine and Osseo, and we were fortunate to win those. And then last night we wrestled Anoka and Maple Grove, and beat Maple Grove but lost to Anoka. I look forward to all of them. I think now we're finally to the point where we're a little bit relevant. Last year was the first year that we beat Anoka, so obviously that's pretty fun for us. And 2 years ago was the first time we beat Coon Rapids. So I think we're finally getting to the point where it is a rivalry. If you're 0-30, it's not much of a rivalry. But now I think so those are fun.
Welcome back to Forum here at Champlin Park. And it's the Rebels who jumped out to a 1-0 lead. It's tied 2-2 right now as we nearing the start of the second period, but this game has not lacked activity as the Rebels and Duluth East, as you can see, 2 feisty teams, and it was the Rebels who jumped up top first on the goal by Solomon. You can see that, and Jim, get a chance to look at Duluth East here.
Yeah, here's their power play, and Noe saying with just a lightning bolt that goes right past Whipple, ties it at 1, and then later in the first period, a kind of an innocent-looking just pass in front of the net, and it's tipped by Pierce. The Greyhounds take a 2-1 lead. And it looked like we were going into the locker rooms 2-1 in favor of Duluth. And
never give up. Yeah, never ever give up.
Yeah.
0.3 seconds.
Solomon gets it over to Bernovic. He gets it past Rocker and tied it at 2. Really, the story of the first period was the pressure on the forecheck for the Champlin Park Rebels, but just the precision in the offensive zone by Duluth East. They've got 5 shots on goal. 2 of them traveled to the back of the net.
Bernovic with his goal with 0.3 seconds left, his 12th of the season. And for Solomon, he picked up his 22nd goal with that first goal. And meanwhile, on the other end, saw a beautiful one-timer by Tang. He picked up his 12th goal of the season. And then again for Pierce, put the shot near the net, and one of the Champlin Park players tipped it top shelf. And Pierce gets credit for his second goal of the season, but some good flow, some good move by both of these teams. And Champlin Park will be moving left to right as we begin. Whipple in goal again, and it's Rocker for Duluth East. And tell you, just before the game or down at intermission, I had the chance to speak with Cole Christian's brother. And Cole Christian led the team with scoring last year. He had 69 points, 30 goals, 39 assists. He's rather commit to Air Force Academy, but playing in Anchorage in the NHL right now. His brother, as a junior, had his femur broken in the game against Brainerd, and he's optimistic. And you can tell by the look in that kid's eyes, he's got just as much juice as anybody else on the Duluth East team. So, and he said they're down defensive players. They're right, and they want to get back. So, a little story there. Solomon moves in now. A chance on the cutter up front, and picked it right at the last minute. Good job defensively to disrupt the stick of Bernovic as he tried to just stick that beautiful pass up ahead by Solomon.
Yeah,
knocked back out and get the offside. Jim?
Yeah, Brody Olson with a great back check. Able to get that stick, like you mentioned, right into Bernovic's wheelhouse. And I tell you, the one thing that the Rebels are doing is, man, they are going right for that net. There's no time elapsed, and they are getting pucks on the net right on the initial break.
They are coming with some fierce competition here tonight, the Rebels. And of course, this Duluth East team with an overtime win last year for Elk River. Excuse me, for Elk River, Duluth East. I saw the red quickly as I looked down, but Duluth East works it up, and what an exciting game that was. And tonight's game, Jim, we talked about it too. We watched the flow here. Arister coming back, now sending it deep. That is Olick ringing it along. Is this game, and talking to some of the players with Duluth East and Ian Christian. There's some factors. Penalty coming up on the Rebels. That check was one that you cannot call. That's a tough one to absorb. Some energy there, and the Rebels go to the box.
Yeah, Sandell will take a 2-minute break. And we saw the power play for the Duluth East with precision. They executed well. Good passing, able to find that back door. You see right here, just goes up high on the Duluth East player, and Sandell, like you said, they're going to call that every time.
4 games left for the Rebels after tonight's game, and we'll talk a little bit more here as we get into the second period about some of the connection with section play and some other games going on tonight. As some key X factors setting it up. Duluth East again, they've had success on that power play tonight. Champlin Park has struggled this season on the penalty kill. Deflected there, moving it back up and through. A shorty attempt, nope, moved off the puck. That was Aberwald trying to bring it up, sends it back to the defense. That time of Warren, he tries to send it to the length, but reading that clear just right was Tang. Carrion, Gunderson. Gunderson is so dangerous. They've done a great job of trying to contain him. Deflected and right back out. Tang sets up. He'll carry in, try to send it down the board. He'll dig it to the corner, but now picked up here on the other side. Coming back, Bernovic. Bernovic, he's got some burners going. A shorthanded attempt, a nice shot and a beautiful save. That may have been off the shoulder or the glove that time of Rocker. Now moving. Tang across the way, trying to get a look, circling back out, didn't like the look. That was Anderson. One-time blast, deflected, scores! Picking that up is Caden Cole, his 8th of the season. And just like that, Duluth East on the power play regains the lead, 3-2.
Well, I tell you what, shot, it again almost looked innocent. It looked like it was going wide of the net, and Caden Cole was able to get that stick down right from the point. See right, as
Caden Cole there was one, and
didn't see who was on the point.
It might have been Luke Anderson who pulled the trigger on that shot. Yeah, he brought it back near the front, just inside the blue line, and got the disruption. And again, you got that big body, 6'1", 205, and back the other way. Some additional pressure, and we've got
And ice right
More
now.
on ice right now on that. But
let's take a look at the standings right now as we get into Northwest Suburban. You see right now Centennial in the same section as the Champlin Park, 9-1-1. Andover 9-2-1. They had a tough loss last night against Elk River. Maple Grove in there. Rogers, we saw them last night. Solid. Elk River, good win last night. So Northwest Suburban, really a tough, second toughest conference in the state.
Vandell, a good shot, good look, and a good save made by Rocker. Mentioned shots on goal after that first period, 13-5. It's now 14-6 in favor of the Rebels as they quickly try to accelerate out of their end. Wexeth has it, carries in. Anderson was trailing, deflected off the glass, back in. Anderson regains it in the corner, circles, reverses ice, digs it out, trying to hold the zone, but it was redeflected back over the Lang, and Lang rings it along the board. Back behind. Overplay, trying to pinch in, trying to reverse it from one corner to the other. A good look here from the front. Hits traffic, did not make it to Rocker. Circling back again, Aberwald. Aberwald, a good engine, good speed, puts the shot, deflected, and they're able to send it length to the ice for a deep breath and an ice with 13:23.
Deep breath is right. They needed a change. The Greyhounds needed a change. Aberwald is, like you mentioned, he's like the Energizer Bunny. And we've got the rankings there, as you can see right there. Top three are from the Lake Conference, followed by Chanhassen, and then you've got two.
Oh, by the way, what was the result of that Minnetonka-Wayzata game?
Minnetonka beat Wayzata 5-4 in overtime. Again, just a sensation. I mean, really, just unbelievable hockey clubs down in the Lake Conference right now.
Deflected there by Brnovik, just enough, and on the doorstep, trying to resend it back off the board on a backhand. In front was Solomon. But a great job by Brnovik to deflect that pass out by Duluth East right to a teammate that set up that scoring opportunity. You can see this line just does not quit. That includes with 0.3 seconds left in the period. Aberwald, dangle, stick work, backhand, up top. Just save that time made by Rocker. Deflects to the corner, still getting at it. Warren has it. He'll take a shot, almost 5-0, but a quick pad save. Scurries that to the far corner. Champlin Park still pressuring. They have possession here, tried to hit a cutter on that side. Coming in that back door was Brnovik, but now carried out by Duluth East. As Peterson has it. Peterson tried to dig it out. Losing the puck was Gunderson, and we're going to get a whistle and a hold penalty here. That's going to go again to Champlin Park.
Yeah, Matthew Lang.
That's tough.
So I was going to tell you that first line is so good at getting to loose pucks. They're able to do that. And boy, I tell you what, you just put yourself behind the 8 ball when you go on the have to go on the penalty kill and keep that full strength off.
Duluth East 2 for 2 on the power play here this evening. 12:20 to go in the second period, and Duluth East with a 1-goal lead. Moving it up top, a wrister goes right off the chest of Whipple, regaining it right on the doorstep is Balthazar. There's a shot that goes in. The save is made. Currying it back over is Oleg. Steps up to the near point. Moving it back, one-timer, didn't catch everything. Getting there first again is Baltsayer. And they'll work it back up near again. And again, a good puck movement as a whole here by the Greyhounds. Wheeling back is Oleg. He kicks it back. Carried in now. Far side, and that's Moss. Moss takes it behind the net. Had it to Peterson. Peterson takes this shot, deflects here to the near corner. 1 minute left on the power play, and Duluth East has held possession here this whole time during this power play. Finally, Carlson gets it, backhands it to a teammate. They'll send it back and quickly try to switch out that penalty unit, at least 2 of the 4 for the Rebels. 45 seconds, man advantage, a chance to extend the 1-goal lead here for the Greyhounds. Greyhounds came into the mark of 8-12-1, and here comes Tang. Gains the line, Tang. Into the corner, loses it. No one home at the far point, and that's an easy clear. Quickly back to retrieve the puck there is Anderson, who picked up an assist on the last power play goal. ahead to Tang. Tang scored the first goal of the game for Duluth East on the one-timer and a power play goal. Down below, it leaks out just in front. Tang puts a snapper out there, but just misses the net. Holding the zone, now continuing to pressure again. A good look here over the top of the cage, and it comes off the glass right out of the stick of Bernavec, and Bernavec will just say, hey, give it to me. We're getting out of here. 2-on-1, and a look, shot over the top as well. They match each other's wristers that go over the top of the goal and off the glass, that time by Aberwald. Now quickly back is Gunderson. Gunderson tries to go short side off the back shoulder, and they try to feed back up front. Does Duluth East, trying to connect that time. And that was with Cole unable to do so. But the hunt continues here. Loose puck is free, and finally the whistle blows. Coming in is Gunderson, as he saw a little bit of that black coming out of the glove hand of Whipple. And again, the fire of this game, you gotta love the competition. 9:56 here in the second, 3-2 lead, Duluth East.
Yeah, the skating is unbelievable. Both teams are up and down the ice, and we knew that was going to be the case from the start, but they haven't disappointed. Both teams are skating very well.
You can see both teams throttling it up as they get ready for their final 4 games of the regular season. Both of them will hit that gear, obviously, in Section 5, Champlin Park. We'll have some teams of Maple Grove and Rogers to contend with, just to name a couple. Breakout here, the George moves it from his skate to his stick. Moves up top, deflected. Back behind, collision ensues there. Long just inside the red line and kicks it in. That line here trying to give chase, get possession back. They wave off ice. Back first for Champlin Park, and they get the quick breakout pass to George. Pass came from Warren. George across the blue line, rings it along the board. Perkins looks to pinch in there and ring it back just the opposite side of where it came from. Battling there is Duluth East, trying to shear off a defender and move the puck up near the near side. Warren has it. Here's a chance now coming far side. Trying to make a play. A cutter coming, looking for that rebound. In front was Wexeth looking for the pass. None to be had. It was deflected away, but a follow-up shot forces Rocker to cover up for the faceoff.
Well, right now 20-9 in favor of shots. Not a lot of rebounds given up by Rocker. The Rebels are going right after these guys, the Greyhounds.
Controlled. Oh, trying to hold the line and just knocked over. Here's a chance. 2-on-1 now for Duluth East. Skating in. Rister misses the net. Those come back to hunt on the chance by Cole. Back out in front, Cole sets up. Far point. Knocked behind, and that's Lundell trying to get possession. Rebels win the race to the puck, but it is in fact Cole who moves that puck around and splits both those Rebels defenders. Circling out is Warren, long pass to Wexeth. Wexeth carries in, moves here, tries to hit a cutter in front, disrupted, loose puck. It's smooth and slides just wide of the mark. Player goes down, and that's going to be a penalty on Duluth East for a cross check, and that's probably going to go.
That'll get
number 19.
Yeah, that's Spengelby's.
Yes, you're right.
Yeah, so Wexeth tried to get up and just got laid out. I mean, it was a hard hit right there. You can see right here.
Get a look, and you can see he had been battling for some time, had a player on his back, and then sometimes that frustration comes through. And it'll create a power play opportunity here for the Rebels. They've had one earlier tonight. They could not cap. Both goals, even strength tonight for the Rebels. In the corner, they'll dig it out. Now get it back out to Lang. Lang receives it back again. Aberwald moves in top of the faceoff circle, sends it down low. Back again, Aberwald. Here's a shot blocked out front. Nicely done by Tang, and Tang gets to the backhand and sends it late and races to the bench. They'll be able to switch out 3 of the 4 penalty killers. Will Duluth East skating up, fueling it up, engineering this power play opportunity, dropping it back for Solomon, just off away from his strong hand, but getting it back. Good stick work by Arjoel here. Aberwald had it. Now goes near side, skates in near the dot, turning fire, trying to stuff it glove side, and a save is made by a pad save, and it blooms out to Long at center ice. Taking a deep breath, coming back in, Aberwald. He'll take it down low. Now he'll keep it. Set it a hand underneath, and now behind the net, circling back out in front. That's Carlson. Carlson with 3 power play goals on the season. Aberwald tries to hit a cutter coming into back door, and that was Solomon, but too much traffic there. The skates diffuse that scoring opportunity. It goes to the near corner. 30 seconds left here in this power play opportunity. Rister deflected, made the save, kind of cleaned it up. It's off the post. Solomon with a look on the doorstep. Back through again. Cleared that time, and I believe that might have been Aberwald who had that good look, and off the post. Just seconds left on the power play. Long carries it in. Shot from above the dot. Deflect goes to the corner. Back at full strength now is Duluth East. Skating quickly back in. Traffic there, moving it to the far point. Just in, Warren goes here to the nears. He's over to cover. Redirected back to the corner to a teammate there. Trying to bracket him in the corner. Duluth East, they get the puck. And they get it out to Tang. Look how he's dangerous so quick. Trying to find a puck. Penalty coming up here. It's going to be a holding penalty. And I believe it'll go against Lang, number 15. That's correct.
Yeah, Lang gave him a bear hug and then tackled him. I think there was a single leg takedown as well. He's completely got him wrapped up. So
tough one here.
Good call here.
So here's a little need to know for you. As soon as we get things set, it is. I found it amazing that Duluth East has not been outscored in the last 25 seasons of Duluth East hockey. This year they've been outscored by 65 to 80 margin coming into tonight, which is just amazing. They've been outscored 2-1 in that first period. That's right, 24 to 12. They're on the wrong side of that 12, but they had 2 goals in that first period. So you're starting to see some real flow going for this Duluth East team. Whistled for the offside as they try to enter on the power play with 1:41 left.
Oh, really impressive penalty kill we didn't get a chance to talk about that by Duluth East. You could see bodies on the ice trying to block pucks and block shots, and really a nice job by that penalty kill unit.
This the 4th power play opportunity of the night for Duluth East. They are 2 of 3 on the season. They came in at 24% proficiency on the power play. Skating in here, a good look was Gunderson. A drop pass there, tied up was Cole. Caden Cole just enough. Otherwise, he had a good look and pulled the trigger on that shot. I will tell you, I'm shocked to see we haven't seen a point yet from Gunderson, because that guy's got some scoreability. Last year, 22 goals, 29 assists. A shorty attempt here, rolls off the stick of the Rebels. Now they try to send it across to Warren. A minute left on this penalty, and Warren will do a moonwalk all the way back to his end of the ice and then send it down the near boards, length of the ice. Greyhounds and Gunderson reset. Cross ice pass just too far ahead. Jumping in front, pinching up was Warren to disrupt that pass. And Gunderson is forced back again for the Greyhounds as we approach 4 minutes to go in the second period and 35 on the power play. Trying to gain that line, and that is Caden Cole. Moves out, but Gunderson swiftly comes right back into trail. Cole tries to get that, Caden Cole, but it's pickpocketed there. Nice play by Bernavec. Trying to put a shot on, a nice scoop save, and a beauty. That time made by Rocker, and trying to put some shorty pressure here were the Rebels.
Aberwald with a great pass right on to looking for Bernavec. And just a little bit too far. Great job by Rocker to be able to corral that one before that one ended up in the back of the net.
18 seconds left on the man advantage. Significant win here on the power play. They needed that. And now Duluth East comes in, puts one in, looking to cut right in front. Chance there was Peterson, but no rebound to be had. Right to the midsection and solidifying that save was Whipple.
10 seconds left, and really they have not had a shot on, well, I guess they've had one shot on net so far, on goal so far on this power play.
They've done a great job of battening down the hatch on the penalty kill, the Rebels, since their first two. On the verge of killing, and they have their second penalty. Race to the puck, Sandel gets there. Long, moves it near side. Puts it on the stick of Carlson. Carlson just a little bit too far. Well, the far wing there, and we'll get the ice with 3:14 to play. But hey, as we saw near the end of that first period, momentum in a moment as the Rebels tied the game at near the end of the first period with 0.3 seconds left.
Well, both teams are getting into the flow of the defense, and I think that kind of surprised both teams how fast each other was coming out of in that first period.
You're right, Jim. Joe Ruland, Jim Childs, thanks for joining us here from Champlin Park Ice Arena. Chance now quickly coming back. George trying to find that puck which fell between his skates. Tough to locate there. Lang holds. Top of the face-off circle. A wrister off the glove. Coming in that back door and lifting it just wide. A chance there for Perkins. Another circle of pressure coming here. Another wave of force as Warren tries to come in, and great job of holding that. Otherwise it was going to be a good look for Moss. Smothering the puck, stuffing it. Good pressure by the Rebels, and they hold on to the puck for the face-off. 2:41 remaining. Whipple, who was in goal tonight, he's 9-8-1 this season, 3.22. Has a career record of 14-9-1 as a Rebels netminder, and a career 3.12 goals against. Warren off the face-off again. I usually like to keep face-offs, and I will tell you Champlin Park has won the majority of the face-offs tonight, Jim.
Yeah, they certainly have.
Goal! There you get the traffic out in front, directing it for the goal.
That's Solomon's second. Brent Solomon with number 23 comes around and wraps around and gets it past Rocker for the 3-2, or for 3, tying it up at 3. Tell you what, he's that front line, you just can't keep up with him. That first line. See right here, goes back behind. Solomon takes it. Rocker, not knowing which way it was going, comes in and just a quick dash, and it's done.
That puck looked like it had some adhesiveness on it, the way it stuck onto that backhand. Beautiful goal. Good stick work, good hustle. Just so relentless, the Rebels. And the way this is trending, 2 minutes, 13 seconds left in the second period, we could see another 5 goals.
Yeah, that's right. So JV results tonight, it was a 3-2 victory for Duluth East. The Champlin Park Rebels had a chance to win it. They had pulled the goalie, six skaters on the ice, and just couldn't get it past the JV goalie for Duluth East. But that was a tight game as well.
We mentioned goals for and goals against. The Rebels coming in tonight, 79 goals for, 74 against. Wrister there off the waffle pad for the save by Whipple. Good look that time again, Jim. You win that face-off, and so many positive things happen.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. You know, one of the feathers in the cap for this for the Rebels program is they've won 3 out of 4 against Duluth East, and I don't think many teams out there in the state can say that they've got a winning record against Duluth East.
True, and there's a cut behind us. Tang was trying to lift that away from Solomon. Solomon paying that full sheet of ice. Now to Bernovic. Bernovic looking for Solomon. He just needs to be, he has that scoreability. He just needs to be near the puck. He doesn't even have to make contact. He could probably breathe it in. It's a chance to the corner. Kicked out. There is Bernovic. Recircling, leaving it behind. A little give and go on a pass back to Aberwald. Ends up now back on the stick here for the Rebels. Near side Warren. He doesn't like that spot. Opens up some space for the teammate Aberwald, who digs it out, and a corner backhand. Bernovic gets by the first defender, then poke checked away by the defense of Duluth East. Again, more pressure here. A chance on a break by Tang. Tang all alone, moving in, shows the forehand, and a beautiful save. The stick is knocked away. Outstanding save by Whipple. A chance for Duluth East to reclaim another lead. 56 seconds left. I told you, so much juice left here by both teams. Tang looks at it again. He's got a goal already. Just missed an opportunity on a breakaway. Drops it, shot, deflected to the corner. Lining it up for another good look that time was Peterson. At the blue line, trying to work it free. Finally, it's Long. Long will skate it up over the logo. Ahead, tries to split the defense, goes in, scores, top shelf, a beautiful goal. He went FedEx, almost coast to coast to deliver that puck on time, on spot. And another lead for the Rebels at 4-3 on the lane.
You talk about determination. As soon as it landed, that puck landed on his stick, you just felt like he had control of where he was. Not waiting, 29 seconds left in the period, goes around one of the defensemen, Pierce, and what a great shot. Outstanding individual play by Long.
One word, 2 syllables for that goal. Filthy. Pure filthy. Going coast to coast and burying it. Evan Long's first goal of the season. He's got 16 assists, but picks up his first of the season, and Champlin Park reclaims the lead.
Well, the way that looks like, he's been doing that quite a bit. I mean, that must have happened in the backyard all the time.
18 seconds left, and anything you can do, I can do better in a game here tonight in Champlin Park. As let's see if Duluth East will try to counter and tie this with 8 seconds left. It's knocked back in. Ice is the call, so the faceoff goes back into the Rocker end of the ice.
Well, plenty of time. We've got 5.3 seconds, so it's plenty of time for the the Rebels to put one, or either one to put one on the ticker again.
Oh, you gotta love the smoke and the swag of this game tonight. Champlin Park jumps back out to that 4-3 lead. 4 seconds, dropping the puck, goes to the corner, and they'll try to tie it up there. And Solomon thinks, I could probably get a goal from this angle. Solomon tallies a goal, as does Long for the Rebels, and that lifts Champlin Park to a 4-3 lead, Jim, here in the second period.
Hey, look, it could have been 4-4, but Evan Whipple with a breakaway save on Tang that kept that score at 3, and then capitalizing on with that breakaway was Long. It's going to be a great third period.
The first period, fabulous. The second, tremendous. Third period, the trifecta coming your way of activity. Do not miss it on QCTV.
Club started 2 years ago and was basically inspired by my own children to have a club at the school that I knew that they would definitely like, as they're not that into sports and things of that nature. So I wanted to create something that I know my family would like. The games that we provide are not like the ones that they'll necessarily find at home. We don't do Monopoly or categories or things like that. We do Tiny Epic Dinosaurs and Hues and Clues and Snake Oil, which is what they're playing in the background right now, for the games, to kind of broaden the perspectives and show what else is out there, that there really is a game out there for everyone.
I would say it's a fun experience to play games with your friends and meet new people that maybe just like not people that you know that would play some different games, and you also get to learn a bunch of new games that you probably haven't heard of.
Club's a lot of fun. We play various types of games, from board games to card games. It's a real open atmosphere. You won't feel any kind of criticism about any part of you.
In like 5 years, bring more games, expand horizons.
There's been days when they aren't up for a game and they just need a safe place to be. We're open to it. You know, they just want to be here around friends that are, you know, weird like them. That's awesome too.
The best part of the club is just getting to sit down and
play board games with other people and make new relationships.
Club is having fun with my friends, being idiots, just being silly within the games.
So especially in this day and age where, you know, it's all available, but still really scary having a place that you know that you can go to that is going to be safe, that is going to be welcoming, and you know, you can be with the other weirdos that you want to be with, which was really hard to find when I was younger. I think it's incredibly important. Well, I'm hoping with more people, is hoping to get our word out more that such a place exists, and that, you know, people can come and play games, and possibly, you know, in 5 years, even create our own games based off of the games that we've been playing and stuff like that.
Come and have fun. Like, that's really all there is. Come play games and have fun.
Heading down West River Road in Champlin, you may notice some construction happening at the Chandler Park site. Hey, that construction is an effort to provide additional parking and will make a significant improvement to the Mississippi Crossings development area. The Mississippi Crossings proved to be a fun, exciting, and beautiful addition to the community in 2023. The construction at Chandler Park will provide more parking opportunities going into 2024. To stay up to date, be sure to follow QCTV as well as the City of Champlin for all updates related to construction in your community.
Roundup for Change is a program that was implemented by the Anoka City Council in 2012 and is administered by our utility billing department. What the program does is it rounds up a customer's utility bill to the nearest whole dollar. These funds, which could be as little as 1 cent to as much as 99 cents per month, are collected and then donated to local organizations to help people in our customers' communities. A single customer will never donate more than 99 cents per month, and on average, it's around 50 cents per month per customer that's collected. As of now, we currently have about 40% of our 12,800 customers that are enrolled in the program. At an annual donation of $6 per customer, this helps to raise around $30,000 a year. The organizations receiving these funds are selected by the Anoka City Council. They have established that the organizations should provide basic human needs such as food, shelter, and clothing. Cross services in Rogers, community emergency assistance programs, which serve our customers in Champlin and Dayton, split the donations received from our Hennepin County customers. The donations received from Anoka County customers in Anoka, Coon Rapids, and Ramsey are split equally between ACBC Food Shelf, Alexandra House, and Anoka Community Mission. We know based on information from the food shelves that 1 in 12 Minnesotans and 1 in 8 children face food insecurity each day. This could mean skipping a meal, having access to make good food choices. Our customers can make a big impact on people in their communities by donating just a few cents each month. Customers can enroll in the Roundup for Change program in a few different ways. The first would be new customers who call in to set up service would be asked by our billing utility reps if they would like to enroll in this program. A few options for existing customers would be to call or email our utility billing reps, visit the City of Anoka's website at anokaminnesota.com, or they're always welcome to stop into City Hall, located at 2015 First Avenue, and sign up in person.
Hi there, I'm Cameron Kaitonen, City of Andover Natural Resources Technician. I'm here to talk about the Nature Preserve Commission, formerly known as the Open Space Advisory Commission, which is an advisory board to the City Council. This group is primarily tasked with management and maintenance decisions of the 4 nature preserves in the City of Andover. This group was originally formed in 2006 to help decide what properties to purchase after the approved $2 million bond referendum that same year. After that referendum went through, the group helped to decide on 4 preserves that were purchased. The group is also tasked with looking at potential funding options for potentially buying new land in the city. The group generally meets quarterly on the second Wednesday of the month at around 6 p.m. So beginning in November, December, we will be looking for new members to the group. There will be information in the November, December edition of the city newsletter, which will outline the application process and instructions for if you are interested in applying. So if you are interested in the outdoors, interested in being a part of the community and working along with the city of Andover, and also would like to meet new people, this might be a great opportunity for you.
Hi, I'm Jason Baumuk, and I'm the Parks and Streets Operations Manager here at the City of Andover. The City of Andover is a growing community, and the Park and Recreation play a vital role in the residents' quality of life and well-being. Resident volunteers serving on the Park and Recreation Commission have been an invaluable asset in growing our park system to over 67 city parks, with 32 miles of trail connecting them all together. Most recently, the Commission has been responding to residential development within the city by planning for neighborhood parks and advising the City Council on other related topics, such as park improvements and recreation. The Commission also promotes recreational programming within Andover's parks by working with the Youth Athletic Associations to provide excellent facilities for games, practices, and tournaments, and events such as hosting movies in the park. If you are interested in serving on the Park and Recreation Commission, please fill out an advisory commission application form available on the City of Andover website. Applicants should have an interest in public policies, a willingness to learn, and good problem solving and communication skills. Meetings are held the first and third Thursdays of every month at 6 p.m. in the council chambers here at Andover City Hall. So feel free to stop into a Park and Recreation meeting to see what it's all about.
QCTV is proud to announce award recognition for 2022, including 10 Telly Awards, and 2 ACM Hometown Media Awards. QCTV is dedicated to providing high-quality content for our community. We are grateful for the support, and we look forward to another exciting year here at QCTV. Champlin's 5th annual Trout Ice Fishing Contest is coming up on Saturday, February 10th. Registration will be open on January 9th, and the event will cap at 500 participants, so be sure to get registered early. The Champlin Trout Ice Fishing Contest is a great community event and is open to all ages. As always, there will be prizes and raffles, so again, be sure to mark your calendars to register on January 9th. The event will be held on February 10th. For more information, be sure to visit Champlin's website for event rules and parking maps. Hey, get out there and get registered, and we'll see you on the ice on February 10th.
Hi, this is Cole with Anoka County SHIP, and I have a question for you. When was the last time you moved from your seat? Movement makes all the difference in living the healthiest life you can, especially if you're working from home or the office where you're probably sitting down all day. So whether it's getting up for a cup of coffee or walking over to check out the window, a little bit of movement can make a lot of difference for your health. So get up and get moving with Anoka County SHIP every day at goanokacounty.org. Thanks.
'Twas the morning after snowfall before the plows arrived. Not a person was out, they all stayed inside. The kids ran to the window, the dog almost trampled, filled with excitement because school was just canceled. They grabbed jackets and mittens and bolted outside. "We must free the hydrant," they all cried. They shoveled 3 feet around, and the hydrant was free, keeping snow at a good distance in case of emergency.
Greetings, dear viewer, on the next episode of Game Sharks. We are wrapping up the year. We're talking about our top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games of the year with a couple honorable mentions as well. We enjoyed this year so much. It was a stacked year. Everybody won when it came to gaming, and we hope that you'll join us for a lengthy discussion to wrap up this year. Until then, take care.
My name is Jess. I own Muddy Paws Doggy Daycare here in Andover. So we do overnight boarding and daycare, and then we also do some light grooming, just baths, nail trims, that kind of stuff. All of the dogs that board with us get to spend their entire day in daycare. They're not kenneled throughout the day. We give breaks and naps and stuff as needed, but for the most part, everybody hangs out in our play area all day long. And then we also, with our daycare program, owners can drop their dogs off and pick them up later in the day. You know, if they are working or have a busy day or, you know, whatever's going on, they just need a break from their dog if they're working from home, which happens sometimes. So yeah, so we just, they hang out, they play. We have a large indoor area, large outdoor area. They're supervised 100% of the time while they're in playtime, and they just get a lot of exercise and socialization, and yeah. I think one of my favorite part about the dogs is when we have a dog that comes in that at first is kind of shy and reserved and not sure of herself or himself, and then, you know, after a short time or a couple days of daycare, they come out of their shell and they find a friend, and they just like, they just become this super happy, you know, they come in and their tail's wagging versus being a little nervous. So that's definitely my favorite part, is just, I get really excited when they make that leap into playing and making friends and things like that. I live in Andover. I have 4 daughters and they all attend Andover schools. And so when I was looking to add a second location, I really, really wanted to go.
Welcome back to the third period, and so unpredictable what will transpire. 2-2 after that first period. And Jim, here's what happened in that second period.
Yeah, Duluth East on the power play shot and a deflection in by Cole. Caden Cole with the goal. That one hit a couple of bodies before it got to Cole. Cole put it back past Whipple. That was goal number 3. They were up 3-2. And then back behind the net, some work behind the net between Bernavec and Solomon. Or Abelwald and Solomon gets the puck, stuffs it past Rocker. We're tied at 3. Late in the period, Lang along gets past and puts one stick side past Rocker for the 4-3 lead. And you know, Joe, they've got two goals in the last minute in both periods. So what an excellent use of the clock late in the period.
So what do you think is going to happen here in this third period?
Yeah, who knows? Who knows?
I think this is going to start in that fifth with 5 minutes left for both these teams. But
if you're interested in some of the Duluth East scores in Section 7, probably the one that will decide the section top seed, Andover and Grand Rapids. Grand Rapids is leading in the second period, 1-0.
Underway, third period, moving right to left, the Rebels in the white and the blue trim. And here comes Duluth.
Whoa.
A biscuit right in front of us.
Please.
Right below you guys. There we go. A biscuit that just bounced just below Jim. I did not see him try to flash the leather for that save.
It broke my water bottle.
And so just below the bar, and that's how crazy it's getting. What did you say to these guys?
Yeah, I don't know, but you can see it come right past us.
Black Hawk down.
Yeah.
Black Hawk down. There's a puck flaring.
So you guys need to save us next time, okay?
Underway, and it starts with a frenzy here. Chance again, Solomon on a breakaway. Pad save, backside. Another pad save made by Rocker as he demonstrates some great pads. Stops there and prevents Champlin Park from extending the lead. And I'll tell you what, it's just going back one end of the ice, north and south, the other way. After they came after Jim with the puck, Solomon got this score. And look here, Solomon breaking in, looking for the hat trick. Shot below from the dot, and then Aberwald tries to come right back the other side, moving left to right so well is Rocker, Drew Rocker, 5-1, 2 shutouts on the season, and the goals against of 2.26, and you see why his goals against is so stingy. Duluth East came right back, reciprocated that pressure, and tried to counter that rush with one of their own, but making that save with Whipple. 6:15 to play, 1-goal lead, 4-3 here for Champlin Park, and on tonight, that first line has accounted for 7 points for the Rebels, and that includes 2 goals by Solomon and a goal by Bertovich.
Well, that's 55 on the season so far for that top line.
First to the puck. That is a good look there by Cole. On Cole's goal in that second period, Gunderson now was given an assist on that goal. So he has a goal, 2-on-1 for the Rebels. Perkins has it, wrists it over the top. Pass was just behind, but he was able to snipe one over the top of the cage. Rebels coming back, starting that formation and kind of that strategy that they had in the first period by sustaining some pressure, and now they send it right back into the corner. Trails here to the near side. George is there. Long is tapping his stick. Long picked up his first goal of the season on a beauty, as he almost went nearly coast to coast and lifted it just over the shoulder of Rucker for the go-ahead goal. Here comes Long in again. Tries to dish it across. Poke checked off of his stick. George there at the near point to hold the zone. Circling back again to the corner. Constant motion. Good in. Here's Perkins coming in and trying to poke that ahead was Carlson. Sent back length of the ice. We will get the whistle for the ice.
The Rebels' mentality is attack, and they are constantly on the attack with offensively. You can see the amount of shots that come in as soon as they get into the zone. They're looking to go to the nets, and it's been working so far tonight. You know, I've seen
Logan just to your right, our camera guy here, bring some baseball gloves to some of the games and warm up and throw out front. I'm surprised he didn't have a baseball glove here to flash the leather and make a save with that puck coming at you, Jim.
Yeah, well,
he was all about the camera and focus.
Yeah, well, yeah, they did get a nice picture out of that.
Near side, moving it up. Disrupted there, right at center ice by Duluth East. Both teams exchange the puck near center ice, and now here's a chance for the Greyhounds as they feel some move. A burst of speed there. Falling to the ice was Anderson. Loses possession there. It forces and it goes and floats its way back out. Gunderson tries to tip it ahead or move it out of his own end on a tip pass. At the blue line, breaking in. Gunderson is there to stop the momentum of the puck. Kicks it back to Peterson. Peterson could not get it back to Gunderson, who wanted to spurt right up the middle. Now Gunderson's looking to fly. He gets it off the board right on his stick. Cuts in front. Here's a dagger. Scores! Tucks it in the sock drawer, bottom side. And we are tied at 4 apiece. The first goal of the night for Gunderson. That was fuel and pure speed.
But you had mentioned how dangerous he is, and that we hadn't called his name a whole lot, especially towards the end of the first period. This time you can see the speed as he able to get around Warren, and just comes around, waits for the commitment from Whipple, and he puts it in past him to tie it at 4.
He was looking for the chance on that pass off the board. He just exploded in strides to get there and control it, and just dangle that puck, waiting for Whipple to get into a spot where he could release it and hit that alley. Beautiful goal. 4-4. I wouldn't expect anything more. Penalty coming up on Duluth East. Whipple goes to the bench for the extra attacker, and the Rebels stake out behind their net to get some extra time and space. There's Solomon. Wheels it back. near side, headman pass, Bernovic. Then kick back to Carlson. The arm's got to be getting tired for that official. Now, Bernovic again gains the line. He's got a trailer there. Big wrister, follow-up shot, save, stack the pads, and a stuff there for the face-off, 13:03. And boy, that was well worth the wait for the goalie to get to the bench for the extra attacker there for the Rebels.
Yeah, great opportunity as Bernovic crashed that net and actually went through Rocker. Rocker has come out with some big saves here in the third period. This one right off the pad and a whiff by Bernovic, and they whistle it dead.
Tied 4 apiece here. One chance in the power play here, but winning the faceoff was Champlin Park, but then it was jammed up. Trying to crawl to the ice is one of the Duluth East players, and that might be Carson, as he's trying to get to the ice, or to the bench rather, and that looks to be Luke Anderson.
Yeah, he took that shot from the point right. Well,
let's just say lower body.
Yeah.
Oh, good, sweet Jesus. That was a...
Yeah, that one gonna leave a mark.
Well, they get the numbers out. They Champlin Park a little frustrated that they blew the whistle. But
yeah, absolutely. Hey, Coach Potter has every right to. They had possession of the puck.
See if they maybe offset and drop the face-off. Let's see where they want to decide to have that face-off versus that end. Whoa. Uchi Mama. And let's see where we can there's still a $1:47 left on the power play here for the Rebels.
And you've got to take the player's safety into consideration, and I get the frustration for Champlin Park.
Carlson off the face-off, drops it back. Moving it up here is Long. Drops it back. Now the full mojo coming with Aberwald. Aberwald at the dot of the face-off circle, recircles, drops it back again to Solomon, to Long. One-timer, Aberwald, shot hits the post, and coming out in the back door in this one. He may have just got either another post, we'll get another look at this, or was he able to get the stick on it, Rucker, to send it into the netting? But, oh, was he getting buzzed. That reminds me of Top Gun. They're buzzing the tower.
Well, Rocker made 2 unbelievable saves. They actually made a pad save on that first one, and that one a blocker save that goes into the netting up above. Rocker right now is rocking.
You got it. Long. Aberwald fakes the one-timer. Now they switch spots. Aberwald gets it back from Solomon. Solomon now Aberwald. Aberwald moves down near the top of the face-off circle. Some quick passing. Bernovic that time tries to work it in. Bernovic, first shot flopped high in the air, and almost a fair catch there by Rocker, and there's still 57 seconds left. And again, a good power play here as you're seeing some good puck movement. They're possessing it. They're not having to chase it down and bring it back in.
Rocker right now has been the difference.
31-15 shots on goal for the Rebels. And they win to the Rebels this faceoff. Long has it near side here. Sets it up across to Aberwald. Aberwald kicks it back off to the side. Aberwald with 5 power play goals on the season, leads the team in that category. Circles to the corner. He'll switch spots with Bernovic. Back to Long. Long has it up top. Long looks for the shot, and I'm not sure if it had to hit someone. It ended up in a netting, but he was trying to zero in for that shot, and they will keep the face-off into the loose end of the ice.
They'll switch it up for a minute and a half of that first line being out there at special teams number 1.
Duluth East now with, they have 4 shorthanded goals this season. 15 seconds left with the man advantage. Drops it now to McGee. He'll gain the line, set it up. Shot there is blocked by the defense by Olsen. Duluth East gets behind the net first, tries to ring it around. George holds the zone. Back at full strength are the Greyhounds, but still in possession of the puck. The Rebels. Sends it near ice over to George. George tucks it back behind. Anderson had it momentarily. Now working it down is Lang. Lang behind the net looking for someone to center. Gets it to George. A one-time blast here hits traffic. Didn't quite get as much as they wanted on that. And now it's a carry out for Duluth East. Here comes that first line. Peterson and Gunderson. Gunderson trying to knock on the door. A quick catch and release and a stop and release there by Whipple. 10:25 remaining in this exciting third period. It's been north-south action. A 4-4 tie. Skating in here. A big shot by Brnovik that time, and Brnovik really created that spacing. Duluth East pitchforks this one over the top of the neutral zone, and that's going to result in an ice 10:03 here in the third. 4-4.
Well, that was an effective power play. The only thing that didn't happen for the Champlin Park Rebels was a score. They basically had time to move the puck around, and we've seen that quite a bit with their ability to just hold the zone.
Champlin Park, really the difference from this year to last year, just having trouble stacking some wins as they've put together 3-game win streak and a couple of 2-game win streaks. Behind gathered in, and out front no one can get a stick on it. Duluth will now control, and that's Moss. Moss misses on his pass. Cross ice. Drops back, puts it on the stick now. For the Greyhounds. Carlson disrupts enough. His teammate can grab it. George has it, stops, loses his edge near the dot to the face-off circle. A pirouette there by Caden Cole. Disrupt, gets it to the corner, now in back, and they'll try to reverse ice behind their own end. Loft this one high in the air to the red line. Long charges ahead, puts it on the stick of George. George then takes an elbow as that collision ensues. Here comes Moss. He tries to carry in. Stood up and taken away. McGay tries to dangle a bit. Little toe drag before he released that wrister. It got by the defense, and a glove save by Rocker.
Yeah, Rocker again. Good glove on that one. Offensive zone time heavily favored to the Rebels right now. You just need to watch out. Tang and a couple of those forwards for Duluth East have been breaking out quickly. Look for a long stretch pass coming up.
They have the Rockets, and they also have the physicality here, Duluth East. No front, but right now, when the Rebels get it, they score from just inside the blue line. A wrister and getting the tip.
That's Ty McGee. Ty McGee gets the tip. Warren from the point threw it right on. And almost a high stick. I mean, it looked like he kept it below, and it gets past Rocker. Deflection. Can't blame Rocker for that one. That was just excellent execution on the tip.
Second goal of the season for McGee. Here we get another look inside the blue line. So much, and getting just that right tip, right angle. And he said, Jim, nothing he could do. It went just under his shoulder and under the cross, over his shoulder, under the crossbar. 8.5 to play. This is over. It's done, Jim.
Yeah.
Breaking it. Yeah. What's been trending? 1-goal leads and then a tie. So far from done. The Rebels reclaim another lead at 5-4. That first line back out there again for the Rebels, and Solomon with a shot. Tries to circle around. The defense comes back to defuse that. Or it was probably the stick of Rocker, but also getting the stick on it was Peterson. Upset. Lang puts this shot on, but it deflects to that far corner. And you can see the Rebels in their own buzz right now. The Rebels hold. There's Warren. Warren tries to send it cross ice. Finally getting it back. A look on the doorstep. Scores! hits the cutter on the back door. Sullivan with the Hattie. Third goal and a beautiful feed and some tape-to-tape passing. The Rebels have a 6-4 lead.
What a great job. You talked about the hat trick and the amount of goals. That's the fourth goal of this game for this top line. So Solomon got a gift from Bernovic as that was an outstanding pass. He got Rocker to commit. As you see, he comes in and stick on the ground, stick on the ice, ready to put it in, and Solomon scores again.
Bernovic did all but direct that goal in as he set it just through the blue, the top of the blue, and that line has syncs so well together. They knew where he was going to be just in time. Beautiful feed, trying to quickly extend that lead and putting some additional pressure on the Rebels. 6-4 lead. 2 unanswered goals. That's been an anomaly tonight for either team. Rebels now up by 2 with 7 and change to play. Friday night lights happening here in Champlin Park. Moving up top. Now down to the corner. Shots on goal, by the way, right now. 36-16 in favor of the Rebels. And when they get into this mode, this mindset, the cycling of that puck, they are tough to clear and move, and they just are determined. And great job by Coach Potter to kind of have this determination and style. Long wants to come in. He says, I've got my first one already tonight. Let's get the second. That shot kicked away. 6.5 to play. Third period. Back to the corner. Duluth East trying to battle out. Finally, they get possession. Trying to clear, unable to do so. That hit something. They maybe brought it in offside where the Rebels. So the faceoff comes just outside the blue line.
A little patch of white in between the puck and the blue line on Long. But you know, when Duluth East is playing defense the entire time on a shift, they don't have the energy to muster that. And we'll see how this first line comes out here and attacks the Rebels.
Ironic enough, 6-5 was the final last year as Duluth East defeated Champlin Park. In that game, by the way, it was Evan Williams who scored all 5 goals for the Rebels. Near chance there for Duluth East as that one leaks through the blue.
It's not a bad night.
A nickel. 5 goals for Evan Williams last year in that 6-5 loss. It's got to feel kind of like a dubious honor a bit. But 5:55 here, we get the whistle. Let's see what Duluth East, this team is far from done. They've got an engine and they can get it rolling. And they will need to cut into this deficit soon, down by 2 and just under 6 to play. Well, at least Duluth East has a little time off before they go to Roseau.
Yeah, they were down here for, nice shot right out in front as Wexeth.
Key face-off win again for the Rebels. They keep coming. Another dose. Working it now behind the net. See there, Ty McGee. Ty's like, I got my second goal. I can feel it for that third. Loose behind now. Long just inside center ice. Rings it along the board. Tying up again McGee. And now Duluth finally able to skate out of their own end. Near side, they'll set up camp in the corner. Try to send it across, good idea. The only one who got a stick on it that time was Whipple, who guided it into that far corner. Under 5 to play, 2-goal lead for the Rebels. Here's a shot on, and a stick save made by Whipple. This one sent length to the ice, and we are going to get a face-off back in Mr. Whipple's neighborhood.
So upcoming schedules for the Champlin Park Rebels. They'll be at home tomorrow against Cloquet, Esco, Carleton. CEC, well, the Lumberjacks will be here. They face Anoka. They'll have Anoka at home. We had them on last night. They'll have Holy Family and Moundsview, and that'll end their regular season.
They're going to need some recovery. One-timer by Gunderson. A good look, just fanned. Got it off the heel of the stick that time. But that first line back out there right now for Greyhounds better now than ever. They trail by 2. The first line back out there as well for the Rebels. Trying to work the way around. Aberwald holds on to the puck. Circles almost a 360. Leaves it there. One-timer and a blast by Warren. Save is made. Well, that'll be a tough recovery time for Champlin Park to take on Cloquet here tomorrow.
So Cloquet, Esco Carlton, AA team last year has dropped down to they're a single A this year. They'll be up against Hermantown in that tough section. They've owned that for a while. Proctor
picked up now and moving it in, sliding it in. They'll try to follow up and apply the pressure as they have most of the night with that strategy, and it's worked well for them. Averwald again reverses ice, decides he wants to send it back behind the net to the teammate Solomon, who has the hat trick. Up front, one-timer, quick snap. That snipe just missed the net. This one sent length of the ice. We'll get the whistle at 3:40. And if you're Champlin Park, you got to be able, then you got to be happy, Jim, that you're putting that pressure on and keeping that Duluth East team with so much speed and physicality contained.
Well, they're on offense all the time. They are attacking, and you know, after a while, you just can't take so many punches, and they're winning the loose pucks.
Off the stick, neutral ice, giving it a charge. There's Olick. Olick sends it deep, trying to hustle in his Moss to cause and create a scoring opportunity for the Greyhounds as they trail by 2 goals, 3:20 to play. Possession now for the Rebels as they come out to George. George gains the line. Near side, poke checked away, but circling back again, great speed. Love that play by Carlson, always hustling. Back to Long. Long takes it back to the top. They've had some success from those shots directly in front, just in front of the blue line. Missed there. Back again. George will set it. Drops it back to Long. Long skates top of the faceoff circle. Unleashes this one. Sandel. Save is made. Carlson looking for the loose change to make a deposit, but he'll drop it to Long, who takes the shot. It's hit off the stick of the Duluth East player into the netting with 2:42 to go. The faceoff will remain in the...
On that possession, there were 3 or 4 loose pucks that Champlin Park was just able to get to before Duluth East and kept that alive. And boy, they understand where they're going to be. These lines have been together all year, and they understand where the spacing is and where their line mates are going to be, and they've really executed well.
Both teams with some great speed. Do you suppose they watched their game last night with Rogers taking on Anoka and that speed of Rogers?
It's going to make this section so much fun.
Chance here on a breakaway. Aaron pass. Moving in. Peterson drops it. Save off the shoulder. He tried to tuck it to the glove side. Got in a little tight. Beautiful save by Whipple. Diffuses that scoring opportunity. You could tell that Duluth East was pouncing, looking for that opportunity. Here's another one for Peterson. Tried to get it to Tang, but a nice place there. And defensively did not allow that to happen by Lang. He's trapped that puck on that pass right at center ice and sent it deep. Coming in as Aberwald all alone, but it's taken away on the far wall. And here comes Gunderson, the speedy Gunderson. They want to get it back to him hard off of his stick. As we'll keep an eye and see if they're going to pull Rocker here. Next trip down. Trying to move in Aberwald, but the pressure continues. Bernovic here tries to send up another beautiful dish and a wonderful apple, but fanning on that over the top Aberwald as he was tied up by Duluth East. 90 seconds left in this third period. 2-goal lead for Duluth East, or excuse me, for Champlin Park. Duluth East in need, and I'll tell you, with the pressure they're putting on, it's tough to pull the goalie. Wristed by Aberwald. Now to the corner. George kicks it along, rings it along the board, and Lang sends us deep. Face off back in the Duluth East end of the ice. 1:08 to play.
So three regular season games left. 2 of them in the section, or 1 of them in the section. They've got Roseau next Friday. Rogers, they're going to be at Rogers the next day, and then Duluth Marshall, one of the section 2A or 7A AA schools. And then our upcoming schedule, we've got basketball. Girls basketball, Forest Lake versus Anoka. Blaine versus Champlin Park on next Thursday or Friday. And then boys basketball, Hibbing. I don't know if Hibbing's been on QCTV, but they will be next week against Andover, at Andover. And girls basketball. I tell you what, that Andover girls basketball team is a treat to watch. They are sensational this year. We've done a couple of games together, Joe. They are very good.
I'll tell you what, a very selfless team. Different scorers, but they, as I mentioned before, the core four just continue to pounce up, and now you're starting to see the underclassmen also.
Yeah,
and they've starting to more and more contribute and step in. So that will be an interesting run here come section play, as they've been able to defeat Centennial twice this season, which they haven't done ever, I think. Yeah. And Centennial is a strong team. There you get a look at some of the fans. And boy, what a burst here. 2-goal lead for the Rebels. And a hat trick for Solomon, for Brent Solomon now. 24 goals on the season.
Grand Rapids Andover still 1-0 the Thunderhawks over the Huskies.
We'll keep an eye on Rocker, the goalie, here as they drop the puck. Who's going to win the faceoff? It was between the skates of Barnovic. Now picked up and reeled around the corner to Lane. Lane chases after it. Trying to move it up. Here's a chance. Rocker is heading to the bench. Extra attacker will be on in seconds. Taking it down as Tang sends it. Gunderson was there to cut. Now extra attacker on. Up the top of the face of the circle. Here's a chance for Duluth East. It hits traffic. Stops right there. On the backside. Shot. Save. Oh my. Somebody call 911. There was a robbery. What a flashing the leather save there by Whipple.
So Whipple stopped 2 breakaways. This one, he robs right on the outside. Great lateral move, but gets that glove up and keeps the score at 6-4.
That shot, that wrister, the rising wrister, shot so hard it probably just jammed up in his glove.
Yeah.
Didn't have a choice but to jam it up there. So here's a chance with Duluth East. Extra attacker on. Down by 2 goals. 30 seconds left. Top of the face-off circle. A wrister here. It's traffic. And it's on the stick of Champlin Park. They're going to skate it clear. And they were going to pass it across, but good hustle to come back and help out for Duluth East as they get control of the puck and carrying in. Here's Gunderson, also dangerous. Another wrister. That was so casual on a snipe shot there by Gunderson, and Whipple is in the zone.
Boy, I tell you what, you could just see the confidence coming off of Whipple since he stopped that breakaway in the second period. This one, Gunderson shot. You just see the little swag right there on by Aaron Whipple, which he definitely deserves.
12 seconds left, 2-goal lead for Champlin Park. They win the faceoff, and they appear en route to take home a 6-4 win tonight over a tough Duluth East squad. Rebels with an impressive win. Move to 11-9-1. A hat trick by Solomon and some outstanding saves by Whipple near the end of the game, Jim.
Yeah, and that front, the forecheck and the tenacity of the Champlin Park Rebels really kind of just wore out the Greyhounds. Good win for the Rebels tonight.
Wow. You rarely get the game you expect, in this one, full energy.
Absolutely.
Plenty of smoke and swag. Congratulations. Hey, congratulations to the Duluth. They played a strong game as well. And unfortunately for that loss, now they move to 8-13-1. For the Rebels, they pick up the win and move now to 11-9-1. Congratulations to the Rebels. A huge win, 6-4 here in Champlin Park over Duluth East. I'm Joe Rulin, along with the whole QCTV staff, all the camera, everyone in the truck. Thanks for your excellent work. Thanks for joining us. I'm Joe Rulin. Have yourself a Major League evening at a minor league price. What's that?